This video is sponsored by Squarespace. So in this video, I'll beat 2 levels. This one where I found some neat shortcuts and got the world record on a level with over 2.7 million plays. And this one that I made 5 years ago when I was a baby. So this first one is a difficult platformer level where you'd normally have to wait for all the enemies to fall into place to make progress. But in this first section, you can skip jumping off a few enemies by making bigger jumps. In this part, I intentionally bonked the on-off switch twice so the blocks are turned on. This will actually save me a few seconds after surfing on this bob-omb because the blocks are flipped, meaning I don't have to wait for the bob-omb to open the path. And then I can skip these switches since the bob-omb already activated them. Now, I grabbed this Galumba enemy for an upcoming skip. Usually, you would jump up here and let down the enemy and P-switch to jump off of, but you can actually do a weird bonk to set the Galumba here for a quick jump across the gap. And I save a whole 3 seconds, which is just enough time to make a sandwich. So that's a pretty big time save. So in this next part, I pull off another shortcut. You're supposed to grab the shell and hit the switch, but you can actually just jump up to the next platform. Now this next part of the level doesn't have as many speedrun tricks, but it does have an important routing element. At the end, there's a wall of P-switch blocks that'll block me until the P-switch's timer runs out. So after hitting this P-switch, I avoid jumping on the other one so the P-switch timer will end sooner and I won't have to wait at the end. So I open the path with the shell, and the P-blocks line up perfectly so I can immediately enter the pipe and complete the level with the world record time. With all these optimizations, I was able to save 10 seconds off the previous world record, finishing the level in just under a minute. Anyway, this next level is one I made Mario Maker 1 5 years ago when I was a baby. In the beginning, I ground pound into the springs for extra height, and then enter the door on the falling skull platform. I collect this red coin, grab the bob-omb and jump for the remaining coins, and I throw the bob-omb back into the ice to clear the path, and I do some jumps and enter the door. I get on Yoshi and spit the POW to destroy the Muncher enemy, and I set up a triple jump so I can ground pound into the spring for extra height. I ground pound cancel to stall out the saw, and using this POW, I can get a midair jump and set up this precise midair door entry with the spring. In this next part, I do a big triple jump across the gap. And finally, I perform a nearly frame-perfect midair shell jump and twirl into the goal, and I finish the level. So whenever I achieve something like getting a world record, I like to celebrate by putting something that represents my achievement up on my wall. And since I was able to make a sandwich with my saved time in the first level, I put the sandwich on my wall. Guys, I used to have a huge problem. One day I was like, man, it'd be pretty cool to make a website. But unfortunately, I am very lazy and incapable. So that's never gonna happen. It would be easier to sit in the corner and cry all day, so that's what I spent my free time doing for years. But then, I found Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to grow your business online so you can make big money. You can make a website and sell whatever you want. Art, merchandise, or your parents' car. Okay, maybe not that one, but look at the stuff you can do with Squarespace. They have custom templates, so making your website look good is super simple. Look at all these options they have. You can embed videos from third-party hosts like YouTube and put them on your website. With member areas, you can sell access to gated content like videos, online courses, or newsletters. You can use Squarespace's built-in analytics to learn where your visitors and sales are coming from and analyze which channels are most effective. So go check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and go to squarespace.com/LilKirbs to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.